This is not going to become a daily thing.
A few moments later.
Unless something happens on that day that I want to talk about. Beautiful light. Remember when I said this isn't going to become a daily thing? It's not going to become a daily thing. I guess we're kind of going back to the old Road to 40 style vlogging here. It's 64 degrees out right now, and it's like 9 in the morning. It's 8:46 in the morning. My taxes got deposited today. And that's what I want to talk about. Every year, this is a very exciting time for us. The anticipation, the filing, the waiting for the W-2s. Even at Christmas, I'm already thinking ahead. I'm thinking, all right, we got less than a month now at this point, and I should be able to file my taxes and get back that big rebate because I have all these earned incomes and credits for children and stuff like that. And we don't make a ton of money. So I'm not complaining again. These have started to sound, I think yesterday when I was talking about my routine for the day, I never meant for that to sound, but when I was editing it, every time I got to that point, I'm like, oh, that sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining about my economic situation. Oh, I am. It's in dire straits. However, there's always this one moment for about 3 months, if you can stretch it out, that you don't feel poor. And I mean poor monetarily. I don't mean that emotionally. Usually the end of February or March rolls around, and this deposit suddenly appears. I've waited and waited, and here it is. Yeah, but it's way different than when I was a kid, and I would get, not as big a refund back, but I'd always get a refund back because I don't know how taxes work, numbers, crunching, money, laundering, New York Times, stock exchange. I don't know. It used to be, what am I going to go buy? Now it's like, how long can this hold me over until I'm back at point A again? I've tried to start this thing so many times, but every time I talk about money, everything goes downhill. So I'm not going to talk about money. I'm just going to talk about... I realized a few things about yesterday's recording. I learned that I prefer the onboard mic when we're sitting in an environment like this. Why? Because it's picking up a lot of sound around me. You can hear the hum of the computer. Hum. If you listen really hard, you might be able to hear birds. Yeah. I ordered my trash decals. See, the city of Lynchburg, I'm sure a lot of cities are like this too, have a label that you put on your trash can and it's good for 12 months, or it's good till the end of the year. And so we've got two. We've got one for the apartment, the Airbnb downstairs, and we've got one for our main one, which is 64 gallons instead of 32 gallons. Anywho, we owed $81.60, which for some would just pay it, not think about it. The thing is, it's kind of like getting an inspection sticker. You can push that shit for a while. Trust me, I know. So paying bills now is somehow the equivalent of the 20-year-old me buying a new guitar. It's not quite as exciting, but it's still on the grand scale of things. It's thrilled. I'm thrilled to not have any bills right now. I still have to pay the mortgage. I think I'm a month behind on that. But as soon as I catch up on that, I don't owe anyone anything up until the next bill, which just sucks because there'll always be a bill. Unless you go off the grid or find some way to overthrow the government. None of you who are watching this right now are getting compensated anywhere near what you're worth. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but if we kept on scale with CEOs to a certain degree, we should be making like $24, $23 an hour at this point in our history. That's just a little tidbit of information for you. Prices go up, our pay barely goes up, so we're paying more for less. And the top is just... Whenever it comes down to money, I can't help but interject some kind of hate and anger at the system. It's a broken system. We all know it, and nobody's willing to do anything about it. But I don't want to dwell on the dark side of money right now. I just want to say that what brought a smile to my face, and I'm sure it'll bring a smile to many families that I know and don't know, is that for just a few moments, a fleeting month or two, this weight comes off of your shoulders. And nobody should live that way. You shouldn't be living for anticipation of weight coming off your shoulders. You should just let go of that. I don't know how to do it yet, and I'm not saying it's an easy thing. I'm sure it's a very difficult thing. It's a lot of hard work to get to that point. The fact of the matter is that you shouldn't have to live that way. You should always live happy. And as I say usually on like the Oreo reviews and stuff, I have a little thing I wrap up. I think I put it on the last video. I'll probably stick it on this one too. Like, those are my 10 commandments of the Vodkast. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like that's like a map or a gateway to get to happy. I don't know. I guess maybe you can find yourself in happy. I don't know. I really need to script these things a little bit better. Like, this morning I was like, hey, my taxes are here. There's something to talk about. So that was my first thought and idea. I was coming to sit down. And I know this is like, I want to be out there. I want to get out there. But I don't know what it is. It's this overwhelming, crushing fear that keeps me from doing anything. I will be back maybe in a week, maybe in a few days. Who knows? Maybe never again. Let's hope not. Just when you're getting those taxes back, say a little prayer for the dude over here. Anywho, that is my message of the morning. Do with it what you will. I don't know what the message was. I will certainly be back. I just don't know when. I didn't think I'd be here this morning, so maybe we'll be seeing each other more often. You guys, take care, have a great day, and go make somebody smile today. I'll see you guys a little bit further on down the road in the next video.